Hello to the lovely community of Filmosophy. So today we are going to share our authentic review and full discussion on Varshangalkku Shesham. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Varshangalkku Shesham.
So I hope you all have seen our videos where we watched 3 Malayalam films in theater in a single day.
Back.
Yeah, from like 12 p.m. in the afternoon till 1 a.m. in the night. So we watched Avisham, then we watched Varshangalkku Shesham, and last we watched Goat Life. So we already reviewed Goat Life. You will find that on our channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Varshangalkku Shesham. And after that, saving the best for the last, we'll be reviewing Avesham. And we have some interesting ideas that we'll do in the review. This I'm sure you will not have seen any review like that. And after that, we'll also do Premalu review, full review and discussion. We recently did a poll on our channel and a lot of you guys have voted on it. So thank you for that. But we are going to maintain the chronology by which we have seen the movie. So with this, let's begin.
Yeah.
Varshangalkku Shesham, you start.
Yeah, so Varsanglu Shesham, I really liked the movie, and yeah, you can see that expression.
Yeah, I
So-
did not. Yeah.
So let's start talking about the movie. So the opening of the movie was really beautiful, according to me.
Yeah.
It was really poetic. You know how the character of Dhyan meets Pranav. It's so beautiful. It's so poetic, and how they discover each other. Don't
Yeah,
you think it was
more-
really beautiful?
Yeah, discover each other's talent. Like they are
Yeah, yeah,
at first drawn by each other's talent. Like
yeah, yeah,
they're one's talent of writing stories and another's talent of music.
yeah.
So yeah, that is how the we are also introduced to the characters. But yeah, the intro was good. But Rashmi did like the movie overall. But for me, I was let down. I was disappointed a little bit. So we'll be discussing all this in detail. So do stay tuned and watch the full video. We'll talk about what we liked. We'll talk about what we did not like and what could have been better. And in the end, we'll give a final verdict.
And don't take it personally, guys.
It's our
just our
subjective
views.
opinion.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
our
Whatever we say, it's not final. Of course, if you have a contrarian opinion, more than welcome. Let's
yeah,
talk
you
about
can
it.
comment
Discuss.
down
Yeah.
below whatever you think about
And
this
we'll talk
movie.
about it. We can
Yeah, yeah.
discuss about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
not a. Please don't get
it's
offended.
not like you versus me. It's like
Hmm.
we also we love movies, and
Yeah.
you also you love movies. So let's. I think.
Oh, we already started, Rashmi. Keep going.
I,
So
yeah.
that's what like this kind of concept that we're doing. We have done the first video we have done was Manjumal Boy's full review and discussion. You guys have liked it a lot. Then we did Adu Jivitam Goat Life, and this is the third one. So the point of this is having unfiltered, honest, authentic, and unscripted conversation.
Yeah.
The conversation that me and Rashmi are having, it's unscripted. So
Yeah.
this is a new format. Like it, you can think of it as a podcasty kind of format where we want to dive into the movies, and whenever
Yeah.
we'll have any spoilers, we'll give you spoiler alert. So feel free to skip that part, or you can come back to it later after adding to your watch later. After you watch the film, then come back to our review slash discussion. So yeah, we are going to be authentic, transparent. Don't take it personally. If you have contrarian opinion, feel free to comment. So yeah, you're talking about the opening shot,
Yeah.
1970s
Yeah,
Madras, I think it was.
Yeah, so
No, I think it was Kerala.
It was Kerala, and
Later they go to Madras.
let me talk.
Yeah, sorry.
He was like, take the lead, and you can see who is taking the lead.
I love you guys. That's why I keep talking. Rashmi does not care about you a lot. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So
Yeah.
so when the movie start, we can like the brotherhood, we can see how the relationship is evolving. And on that note, when the Pranav's character meets the like the
Yeah.
love,
Yeah.
not Dhyan's, the love, like the love arc, Annie's
Oh,
character.
Kalyani Priyadarshan.
So
Yeah.
that's how their journey starts. Okay. Before it was like they were exploring about each other's talent, and they were happy about it, but they like even Dhyan's character asks him to leave to Madras, to even to go beyond his talent and try in the movies also.
Yeah.
Because he was really talented. So when the love angle between Annie and Pranav's character starts, like it went really like somewhat somewhere off after that love angle, because Annie's character has been shown the history of Annie's character, and suddenly Annie is no more in the picture. Like there is nothing about Annie. Then the Pranav and Dhyan's brotherhood story start evolving.
I believe like Kalyan Priyadarshan's character was just used as a plot anchor just to propel the story forward.
Yeah.
She did not have much role to play. But then at the second half of the movie, during the climax, when she comes back, it feels like a cheap shot, like cheap, like a loophole in the screenplay, you can say, like using it as a plot anchor just to give it a poetic ending. But that did not land at all. So I believe Kalyani's character, yeah, it's just my personal.
I think I agree somewhat, but I disagree also. Like, for example, the Annie's character, I really wanted to, because there was a like the spoiler alert. She was in love with his brother-in-law. Okay, so the character's darkness has been shown. Gray side has been shown, and suddenly you just cut it off. Annie's no more in the
there
movie.
was good potential.
Yeah, there was
I
good
think,
potential.
I think one of the major reasons why this movie did not land was overuse of plot. Like there was so much going on. There were so many characters which had enough plot to make it into 3 movies, 4 movies. Right. The
Yeah,
brotherhood angle.
series kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, so I believe the writer and director is the
Vineet.
same person. Yeah,
Yeah.
Vineet. He took too much liberties with the plot and the screenplay. I think he beat off more than he could
But he's
chew.
more about that, like Hridayam. For example, there were many characters like, and
No, it's not about the many characters. Though Rashmi has talked
Yeah.
about Rhythm, she really loves that movie.
yeah,
I
I
still did
really
not watch it.
love it.
But what I know about Rhythms, though I still did not watch it yet, I'll watch it soon. It's the problem here, Rashmi, is not about having too many characters. Having too many characters is not the problem. The problem is having too many plots, then
Yeah.
having subplots of them own and underutilizing them.
Yeah.
It doesn't
The
matter
problem
whether
is,
you
I
have.
think, like,
Yeah.
I also agree on the underutilizing thing.
Yes, so in the first half of the movie, I think Annie's character, Kalyani's character, was very much underutilized. But then moving on, I think the main plot of the movie, or I would say the main subplot of the movie, was the bromance between the two characters that they've shared. So that's what I believe, the bromance overshadowed the romance part, which is good.
Which is
No,
fine,
no, it's good. I totally get it. The movie is about them. No problem at all. But I still believe even the bromance quotient was still underutilized. So let's begin talking about it. You begin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when them when Pranav's character is disheartened or broken
Yeah.
by the character of Kalyani, then he decides to go to Madras and explore more about his career and concentrate more about
Yeah.
his like. And meanwhile, Pranav is like very much into drinking. So
He has alcoholism. Yeah.
yeah.
So when Pranav goes to Madras, he takes along and he's like, Chalo, let's see. Like, even if we fail, your father has some ancestral land,
Yeah.
farmland, you can do it. So let's take a chance.
Dhyan was already interested. It's just he
never got the chance.
And he didn't have like the gut
Yeah.
to go, because
We all need a friend like Pranav.
yeah. And after going there, like I think first Dhyan gets the job, right? Dhyan's get the job opportunity. And
But even then, Dhyan was the more hustler kind of character that
yeah.
because he did everything.
Yeah, he did
He
everything.
became spot
Then
boy. Started from spot boy,
cleaning.
He did everything that he could. He was a pure hustler.
And one day there was no writer,
Ha,
and
ha.
He got a chance to write. Like it's like
Hustling.
his story was like of any other struggler,
Struggler,
right?
like
Yeah.
true struggler. But even then, the movie had hope. Even then,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
hooked onto it. That okay, it's a rags to riches story where someone is struggling and they will get a payoff at the end. Like think of the movie Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith
Yeah.
character, where he had nothing. He was so broke. He was poor. He did not even have $5 to pay to one of his colleagues, right? So there we could like emotionally relate with the character that hey, because see, majority of us that are watching, like young folks, we are still struggling with everyone has their own distinctive struggle stories. So when we see that on celluloid, on camera, on theaters, we feel like, oh, this is a common man story. Think about like big action stars and whatever that you see, you idolize them, you worship them, but you cannot relate to them because you know you cannot beat up 20 goons by yourself. But when you see someone struggling to get what they want, to do whatever they can do with their disposable whatever they have, you feel connected. So in this first half of the movie, the I think after the first 30 minutes or so, I was still rooted. I was still rooting for him. I was still rooting for his character. That, oh, he's struggling. Both of them went together. They stay in a lodge. So yeah, they stayed together at Swami's lodge. That had a lot of iconic historic moments. But even then, I had a complaint there because the story was set during the 70s, then 80s, 90s, and till the present era when he was having flashback in the the driver who was the director, the real director. Yeah, the brother to the main actor. Yeah, I like how they are well connected. But even then, I feel the underutilization aspect was like they could have. I know they did a little bit, and also since I'm not a Malayali, I like the cultural references and nuances are obviously going to be lost even with proper subtitling. But I still believe the references of paying homage to the icons or the legends of Malayalam film industry or like Tamil film industry, it was still lost somewhere. Like there could have been like because see they hyped up the movie in a way that
But I think it's more about the brotherhood. So I think
exactly.
yeah.
My problem is if the movie was about the brotherhood, then why did you promote the movie in terms of trailer that it's a homage to filmmaking? If you look at the trailer, because we also did a trailer reaction of this movie when it came out, even in the title we wrote, do you remember? Tribute to Malayalam cinema.
Yeah.
Right. So they marketed the movie in a way that it's a film about film. It's sort of like a meta commentary on where, like, and is the kind of movie, like, think of a genre like war movies. Why do war movies work? Because it's a movie about war, which is true and relatable. When we make a film about film, we want to see the behind the scenes story, the struggles, the hardships of making a film, or the,
True.
the things that are not there. When you see a cinema for 2 hours, you only see the glitz and glory and the best part. But what happens behind the struggling part, you don't see that much. But in the first half of the movie, they did show through Vinay's character. But even then, it gets lost.
Venu's.
Sorry, yeah, Venu's character. But even then, I believe it got lost. I may be wrong. It's just a subjective opinion. But
I think you were slightly right. The problem was the problem of the movie was like it had many like hardship, and it have shown the hardship of the character, but their problem was resolved really fast. I think they're like
good point.
you don't get that attachment with the problem. Usually, what happen if a character is suffering from something, we also suffer with that.
Yeah,
But
we relate.
we
Yeah.
relate with that. But they provide solution before you feel that.
In fact, in the movie, they
Yeah.
did not even show the solution. It just gets resolved
Yeah,
automatically.
yeah,
in the
yeah,
background.
yeah.
We just hear
Yeah.
hear about them in the next scene.
Yeah, so
Everything is good.
in that case, Venu's would-be wife, who was a heroine, and that time Venu was a spot boy. That time a thing happened, like the heroine liked Venu, and they had like little eye to eye thing and all, and
There was zero chemistry, by the way. My opinion. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, from the Venu's side, it was zero commitment. Like, can you think like a spot boy and heroine?
No, it's
No,
not about
no,
that.
not what I'm telling is suddenly you can't just fall
Correct.
into love.
Correct,
Like
correct,
you need time and everything, right? So
Again, plot anchor.
yeah,
Plot anchor.
yeah.
Again,
So
use of plot anchor. Yeah.
so the movie had shown a lot of things. That's the problem. One of
Too
the
much
problem.
plot. Yeah.
Too many things. But in that case also, they have shown the dark side of the movie. So where
As
the
how?
don't you remember the scene where like Venu's would be wife, the heroine and the other hero, the
Oh,
popular hero,
I see what you
he
mean.
he he almost tried to rape
Almost try to nail.
he
Tries to rape her.
rape her, and it is such a serious thing, and you don't get a minute to acknowledge that. And after
Correct.
that, you see the heroine got very angry and asks the
Will you marry me?
Venu's
Yeah.
character, "Will you marry me?" But
Hmm.
I think the heroine's character needed the moment.
Ah, interesting thing. That heroine character, I'm sorry, I forgot that character name.
Huh.
Same happened with Kalyani's character too, right? If you think about draw parallels, you will see
Yeah.
there is the dark side that he has shown, the director has shown
Yeah,
with this
dark side
character.
with
So the Kalyan Priyadarshan's character showed that she was having an affair with his with her brother-in-law.
brother-in-law, and
Here,
and her sister is paralyzed.
paralyzed. And here, the actress character,
Hmm.
she was almost molested and
She was
raped. She
molested.
was molested, and yeah, she was molested. So in both the cases, this is such a dark and gruesome thing where it could have a good like storytelling aspect to it, like behind, like there are a lot of things that could have been
Yeah.
shown, and they take it so lightly. Like after the rape scene, there was like I think he gets stabbed in his ass, the character, and it's taken such a jolly manner, even though we know things like that can happen in any industry, and it does happen. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Does happen. So again, it becomes some sort of caricaturish, and it looks like they're having again plot anchor, so that see what happens usually in a screenplay is that the protagonist goes, has a conflict, then it gets resolved. So here what happens for Venu's character, his wife, his would-be wife, then has a conflict, matlab gets molested, and they were like, hey, will you marry me? Gets resolved so easily.
Yeah, the
Again, plot anchor.
yeah.
I'm using so many times plot anchor in this movie because I had too much expectation from this movie, to be very honest. The trailer looked amazing and it kind of disappointed me. So yeah, carry on.
So I was not fully disappointed, but yeah, I was half disappointed. So after that, I really wanted to see the character because she was also a big heroine that time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wanted to see more of her in that movie. But acha. So again, when Dhyan and Pranav's character, like the conflict arises when Dhyan wrote a script and Dhyan was almost supposed to like direct a movie, and Dhyan asked his friend, means Pranav, to like
Give the
give the
music.
music. But Pranav was like,
no,
no,
movies are not for me."
movies are not for me. I'm not that big. You should, it's your first film. You should take a
Someone
one
expert.
like expert. Later on, the expert, the musician, the great musician, he was like the popular,
Yeah,
and
that time.
he came and he like emotionally like kind of
He kind of wanted to be the good guy.
emotionally manipulates the Pranav's character, and he takes away his song,
Main song.
main
And he
song.
uses it in the movie by saying it's my song. And then it becomes super hit. And even then, think about how the Pranav's character is so hypocritical. Maybe that was the intention of the screenplay writer.
Yeah.
First, he said, no, I don't want the glam and everything. Films are not made for me. I'll not be able to handle it. Do it from someone else. Then, when it gets popular,
Yeah.
when it gets blockbuster, then he comes back saying, it's me. I did it. I did
Actually,
it."
in that scene also it was shown that first he went to the musician's house and he asks him to give at least the credit, at least tell his friend Venu.
No, but why? When he gave the song to that thing, right? He said, "Don't take my name; it's yours.
Yeah.
I don't need credit."
Yeah.
Then when it got popular, only then he needed the credit.
No. So there was, I think you missed something. So
Uh,
the character of Dhyan was supposed to get married,
hmm.
and he came to invite Pranav.
Yeah, drunkard.
Yeah, he was drunkard. So he tell Pranav that please don't drink and come to my marriage, behave. So that time it got hurt, like, oh,
He thinks of me like this.
at least he shouldn't think.
But he was like that.
He he was like that, but at least he wanted to know. He wanted his, like, for example, if I love someone, obviously I want my lover to think good about
Best
me.
version of yourself.
Yeah, I don't want him to think about like bad, look down on me, right?
Correct.
So on that note, I think that time only he went to the musicians, the music director's home, and he speaks to him.
That's okay. I think that's a human instinct.
Yeah.
When you don't take something very seriously and then it pops on, it's like, oh, it's like you want the world to know.
But still, that time also he wanted, like, the Pranav's character wanted like to impress the Dhyan's character.
Yeah.
Like, at least, see, boy, I gave you the
Validation.
song. He just wanted the validation.
Validation.
He told that you don't need to tell everyone, you don't need to give me the credit, you just tell my friend. But then the musician also, he is not your friend anymore. He is the director of the movie.
Correct.
So
And my reputation is also at stake.
also at stake,
So
and which is totally right, because
that's fine.
at first he said, "Well, you take it, I don't need." And
No, that's fine. We don't need
Yeah.
to discuss about it
Yeah.
further. And I believe here also the problem, as I keep mentioning about the plot anchor. Shall I hold it?
Yeah.
About the plot anchor and
The
everything.
plot anchor keep
No.
coming.
See, yeah, it's like a recurring theme in my review. I'm so sorry, guys. If anyone is disagreeing with me, please don't dislike the video. We're just giving our honest opinion. If you have a contrarian take, please feel free to comment down below, or we can have a discussion about it. So another thing, that plot anchor thing you see, right? If you look at the screenplay, like the first act, after the first act, I think it starts from the second act. That Dhyan's character, I think Venu was the name, right? Venu. So whenever anything good happens in his life, Pranav's character is with him, right? When he goes away, something bad happens. Then he comes back. Again, some miracle happens. Then he again goes away. Then Dhyan's character goes to look for him, and then suddenly appears out of nowhere. And again, something goes very well for him. So basically, here, if you look at the pattern, the recurring thing of the movie, especially in the second half, you will see again Pranav's character has been used as a plot anchor just to show some conflict resolution. Conflict resolution. So these is like, I believe, like, I expected more from him, from the director. And
Yeah, I think on that note, I wanted to see more of Pranav. Really, I was craving for Pranav. Like, sometimes he just disappears. Like,
without any context,
yeah,
and comes back again without
like,
again any
but
context.
why? I know, I understand he's an alcoholic character. He's like, he just want to disappear. He just want to, like, disown something if it doesn't go
Yeah.
like on
According
his
to him.
according to him. But still, like, in real life, obviously it's fiction, but in if we have to connect something, like, somebody can't just go and come according to like their convenience, right?
Yeah.
It has to have something,
Meaning.
like some meaning, or like
Some reason also
some
behind it.
reason also,
It
like,
had no like after the third act, after the second act, it had like no reason why he keeps vanishing and again comes back.
I think his character was really his character really could have come, like, very beautifully if the movie had more of him.
Yeah, like since it's a character of a musician, right? There are so many arcs that could
Dark
have been
side and
good
the
side,
good
and
side.
also it could have been more
Yeah,
motivational
yeah,
in a sense,
artistic.
artistic. Because see, to be very honest, what I really loved about Varshangalkku Shesham is the songs. All the songs are so good. Even though we don't understand the full meaning of it, but I remember that one song, Memories, Nyan, I wrote it Nya Bagam. I'm very sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Nya Bagam, I think, the Memories song, which was again the recurring theme of the film, because that was the masterpiece that dislike kar denge log. Yeah, this was the recurring thing that Pranav's character wrote for him. And yeah, all the songs actually are very well done.
Yeah.
All the
Even
songs are
the starting song, where, like, Pranav character was introduced, like, as an alcoholic, like he was drinking, and but still he was so
Qawwali type
much
singing.
into his art. Like,
Yeah.
when he sing, everyone is clapping, everyone is enjoying.
Yeah,
And
so there they had so much of opportunity there to
yeah.
to show the rise of an artist and becoming a legend. But at the end, they did show them that he is a legend, because do you remember here, only looking at the script, he could direct the background music
Yeah.
without even the shooting.
Yeah. So I think at the end also, like, when he vanishes after, like, the financiers got ill or some diseases, so
The producer.
that time he already made a music, already created the music.
The background score.
Yeah, when the movie was stopped, like,
Halfway.
halfway. So how
He made the background music by only reading the script, only after the script was finished. So this is something that not a normal person cannot do. So that means he is a legendary status.
status.
But again, where the film takes liberty is that they did not show how he became so much legendary. So basically, in any sports or art or whatever thing, anyone who is a legend was always an amateur at the beginning, always sucked at the beginning. So you need to show the proper character arc or the transition of how he sucked, and through repetition, he became like one of the great.
But I think.
But in the beginning itself of the film, from the first scene itself, he was shown as a legend when he was.
But I think it's fine if like he's.
But there, the character arc or like the resonance of the character from the audience, it's taken away, right?
I disagree here because I think if the story is talking about a legend, like, and it start with his legend days, I think it's fine.
No, but the story starts during the 70s
No.
when they were young.
Still,
Even then,
even
from then, he was shown as a legend,
yeah,
great musician.
yeah,
But Venu's character at the beginning was not shown like this. He was very clueless. He had no idea how to write.
That's what na Venu and Dhyan's character, he had no clue about things. That's why he couldn't move to Madras alone. That's why he needed someone. But the first time when they meet, there only it was shown that we need that musician for that play. The play was happening because other than him, no one can do that play. And that time he was half like drunk. He was already drunk. He couldn't see anything. He just came laughing and all. But still, when he played the music, it was top notch. So it already it had a plot like Venu needed us Murali. Venu needed a Murali who can like that's why only the interest will come up, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I think that way it was fine. But the other thing which you have mentioned, the vanishing part, I also agree on that. Like when you show when the movie is talking about the bromance, you can't vanish the other bro again and again. It doesn't like fall into the place, right?
No, I think it could have worked in a way. Let's say they fully explored the bromance between the two characters in the peak. Think of Jai Viru in Sholay or whatever. And suddenly in the, let's say in the second half or before the climax, they are like separated. And then one character goes in search for the other one. There we could have connected as an audience because we also want a bro back. But here in this film, why I could not connect myself personally, why I could not connect personally is that there they did not actually develop the bromance to its full potential. And they just kept like separating them with one another, where one is getting very successful, another one is drunkard, goes missing, comes back, becomes successful, goes. I mean, I could not just connect with it.
So yeah, they didn't give much time to connect with the characters.
Even though it's a 3-hour long movie.
Yeah, it's a beautiful movie, but a lot of plot. I think some of the plot were not even needed. Just
Plot
like
and cut.
for example, then again the character of Annie's come back.
Yeah.
And you see like it was just a feeder. You can understand that. Like
They just needed a star power basically.
and now Annie is like, no, that time she was like, I can't leave my brother-in-law. This is what I am.
Yeah.
And suddenly it was like, no, I went.
I married someone else.
I married, and he is
became
the producer.
Yeah.
So
Too
that
much
time,
liberty has been taken.
I also like I was disappointed that time because with Annie's character, I was really disappointed because I have watched Hridayam and I really loved the romance between Pranav and for you then it's spoiler.
Pranav was also there in Hridayam.
Pranav is the star.
I did not watch it, so I don't know. So Pranav and Kalyani.
So Pranav and Kalyani meet afterwards. The second.
It's that movie na where Darshana song. Don't sing, they will dislike the video. Okay, moving on. So I think we've been boring you by saying again and again that what we did not like. Now let's move over to the part of what we liked about Varshangalkku Shesham. And I'm sure all of you must have guessed it already. It's Nivin Pauly's character. Oh my God.
Oh,
In the second
Vyara
half,
Vera
Veera,
Veera,
Pan India superstar.
we're singing the song.
We have actually reacted to the song. You will
That.
find it on our channel.
Hmm.
So basically, I believe in the second half of the even before Nivin Pauly, another character that we really loved is Basil Joseph's
Yeah,
character. It's like very
Basil, yeah.
sweet, optimistic. He pays homage to the director. He gives respect. So that was also
Even Aju, the financer.
that producer.
Yeah.
They had a funny banter.
Yeah.
Pranav
Pranav
half मुंह से
half
काट देगा.
मुझे काट देगा. And this was at first. I think Aju had two characters. One is like father. He plays the father character, and then he himself only become the son also. So
that's why they had a resemblance.
yeah,
with one another.
resemblance.
Yeah.
Even the this character was really nice because he was naive and everything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But in the second half, it actually second half of the movie was enjoyable. So basically, if we dissect the movie in part one, part two, sorry, act one, act two, and act three, that is usually how screenplays work. Act one was good, act three was good. In act two, they have messed it up in the film. Act one was where the bromance was getting like
when they moved to Madras,
and
beautiful.
the setting of Kerala in the first half of the movie, in the beginning of the movie, and then to Madras. The cinematography was top notch. The set design was top notch. Oh
yeah, on that note,
the shooting of the.
I think we have to take a moment to tell our audience that we really love the set design and the time, and usually the budget and all. It's really tight in Malayali cinema. Malayalam cinema. So it takes a lot to make such beautiful set, which is not currently like relatable. Yeah, they showed the behind the scenes of making a film in certain areas really well. And this is the part they highlighted much more in the trailer. Anyways, so that we really liked. So the second act of the movie was where they messed up, the disappearing, coming back. But the third act, which we really loved, and as we mentioned, the best part of Varshangalkku Shesham was Nivin Pauly's character. As you all may know, in his real life, he's been giving back-to-back flops, and there he kind of becomes self-critic, and he's like mocking himself, like it's like a meta commentary of his own real life by making it Nitin Pauly or some Nitin Molly. So that was the part of the movie was really fun. And even he talks about nepotism, and in this movie, let me tell you, even the lot more nepotism was there. Nivin Pauly's character, he talks about nepotism, and in this movie, it's like you can see Pranav. It's Mohanlal's son, and the great Sreenivasan's both son Dhyan and Vinit, who is directing, and the Dhyan acting as one of the lead character, and even the Annie's character, who is Priyadarshan's daughter. Legendary director. It was really witty take on it. And also in Malayalam cinema, I've been saying, as you mentioned about nepotism, I've seen I've not seen reviews, rather I've seen headlines of about this. I use Twitter a lot. In tweet also, I talked about it with Rashmi also. I've seen that a lot of people are flagging this movie by saying nepotism, and nepotism. To those, I would like to say, if anyone thinks like that, see what nepotism has got it mainstream highlight because of Bollywood, like actors like for Janvi Kapoor or whatever, Sara Ali Khan and Ananya Pandey. It's everywhere. It's just if it's unfair, then it's so the point I'm trying to make, even though we know, जैसे कि superstars like Fahad Fasil, nepotism, Prithviraj from Adu Jeevitam, nepotism. There in, I think in Telugu, Allu Arjun and all the other characters. But one thing that really makes them different, like the South industry makes them different from Bollywood, is that here just being a nepotism ka son or daughter is not going to be enough. You still need to prove your mettle. Right? For instance, we know Fahad Fasil not because he's a son of a great director. We know Prithviraj not because he's a son of another actor. We know Dulquer Salman not because he's son of Mamuka. We partially know that. But they have proved their own identity. They have carved their own identity. Otherwise, the audience, the Malayalam audience won't accept them. Like for instance, if you know, I'm sure they know, when Fahad Fasil made his debut in 2002, it was a massive flop and he went back to the USA.
And then he came back, then to, that's a different story. But my point here is, but on the other hand, in Bollywood, even you see a nepotistic kid, even after giving back to back flops, they still keep getting offer, which usually trumps, better suited candidates because their name holds a star power, right? So in Bollywood, it may be true, even though it's going down these days. But in Malayalam industry, at least in Kerala or other southern industries, it's not true at all. So flagging this movie by saying it nepotism, nepotistic, I think personally does not make any sense to me. This movie had, it had some shortcomings and negative parts, but it had nothing to do with nepotism, at least.
I think
Anything to add?
Malayalam movies are made of a tight budget,
Yeah.
and they have to do a lot of thing on with that budget.
Yeah.
They can't afford nepotism.
Exactly.
They need a actor more than a star. They need a
They need a
actor.
good director,
They
good
need a good
storyteller.
storyteller, good
Malayalam
writer.
films without stories
Yeah,
will not work.
I think they think about the stories more.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so that was the nepotism part. So now, let us come back to Nivin Pauly's character, the best part.
I forgot that slang. Please comment down below the slang. But if I'm
Pattigal.
Pattigalle or something like that, I really loved him. He was on the tub and he was explaining his rage about nepo kids and all.
And also here he sarcastically touched upon his, like, how he gained weight. Because we remember Nivin Pauly, like in Bangalore days, where he was slim, trim, handsome boy, and
he's still handsome.
He's still handsome, but after back-to-back flops, he's been getting so much troll and hate in real life. It's not in the movie, though they have touched upon it in the movie also, and how they say his stardom has faded away. He's not going to get any work or anything. And here in the film, they have touched upon this point so brilliantly, so sarcastically. It made us laugh, and
the movie was sarcastic. Actually.
Yeah, it, like, this part of the movie made, like, it made me, like, bearable.
Peaked.
Yeah, it peaked also, and it, like, I could bear it. And there he's ranting. One of the scene where, if you guys have seen, where he rants and someone records it and puts it up on Instagram, there you can, like, the distinction between real and reality starts to vanish, where you can see, like, he's directly talking to the audience, the trolls who have trolled him in real life, like actual Nivin Pauly. So breaking the third wall, as you can say. So yeah, so that was actually the best part of the movie, and also they have shown.
So there is a scene. Do you remember, like, when like he was like he didn't like the director and all, and suddenly, like, he was like, oh, I don't know which shot.
Kitna bar like bologe in a second. Like, okay, guys, please like the video.
So he was like, so he was like.
Carry on.
So he didn't wanted to, like, shoot. He was just nagging. Drama. Yeah, he was being very dramatic, and suddenly the director came and calms down everyone. Please give him respect. When the character of Basil come and, like, started scolding him, then the dance character came. Please, he's my artist. Please don't talk to him. And he was like, what was that? It never happened. And then after that, he first day of shoot, and only one take in a single take, he was like, only one take. I have done really great. He was acknowledging it.
So and basically, before the shoot started, he was taking the director character. That's a alliteration. Literature students will know. Anyways, so yeah, he was not taking him seriously, the Venus character. And after first day of shoot, he realized, oh my God, legends are legends. Like, you cannot touch them. Even after so many years of filmmaking, they're still at the top. So there he gains respect. So there, I believe it's again a social commentary on, how when actors became superstars, they become divas and throw tantrum. I need my vanity band. I need this makeup. I need this and that and whatever. The real acting gets lost. But they've also shown beautifully. That's why I say the second half, the final part of the movie is bearable, because when the entire team, when they become old, like both the Bromance, Dhyan and Pranav's character, when they come back and finally they make a movie together, that is where the film picks and it's bearable and is the best part of the movie. Here, Nivin Pauly's character also becomes a teacher. So yeah, so the filmmaking process is very good. Again, the standout performance also goes to Basil Joseph and Nivin Pauly. Both of them did really, really well. So yeah, so that was actually the best part of the movie for me.
Really, really nice. Like
Yeah.
when he went to like
Press
a
meet.
press meet. After that, only they got the producers
Yeah.
back. Like
Yeah.
so when he went
And
to
their
press meet,
film
and
fear
they're
went
like
up.
he's
Superstar.
PR. Like the PR guys were shown like really beautifully. Like PR guys were like, no sir, please don't. And he was like teat everyone, and he again like he uses the slang in front of everyone, because usually the actors and all they don't speak in that way, right? They don't do gali galoch and all. And he was like, oh no, my fans want it, I really need to give it. It was like cutie one scene. I really love that
Pyara Mera Veera
that
song
song.
is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, so I think we have been dragging on. I don't know how long it has been. If anyone is watching till now, comment the word pen, 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 so that we know.
You were telling one more word, na, like plot something.
Huh. Plot anchor.
Plot anchor. I
No,
think
no,
that.
plot anchor would be too hard to type.
Okay, yeah, pen.
Just type pen, Pen. So
Yeah.
I think with this, let's wrap it up.
I think I would like to say one
Outro.
thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Sure.
overall, I think I like the movie, like the vibe and the everything, the bromance. Like even I didn't have that much breakup like
In real life.
in real life. Well, but in this bromance, like Pranav and Dhyan's character broke up like 4 or 5 times in a row, like, and then they came back again and they are like, bro, मैं तेरे लिए ये करेगा, मैं तेरे लिए जान दे देगा and all. And Dhyan is like that kind of guy who in relationship takes like after his lover leaves, that time only he realizes, oh मैंने ये गलती कर दिया, मैंने उसको गलत समझा. But the bromance, I had enough of bromance. I really liked that aspect of the
Yeah, the ending was good. Like finally they make a movie together
cinematic,
and it becomes a masterpiece. And how they've shown, like, it's like the ending of the movie is very poetic. Of course, I like that. How they enter the cinema door and it vanishes and it like
and their VGM by that, it was
background music.
soothing.
Yeah.
It was so soothing.
I said that before, right? The songs of this film was really well done. The background music was really well done, but I believe the character arc could have been written differently. But then again, I'm no expert. Making a film is so much harder than just doing a random review.
Usually Beneath has a lot of plots, but this time I think he had lot of plots. That's why I think we kind of miss the emotion. But either way, I really love the character, especially Pranav's character. I really wanted to see him more. And I would like if there is a spin-off of Pranav's character.
I don't think so.
Murali character.
No, I don't think it will happen because I don't think it's doing that much of box office business. But yeah, Nivin Pauly's character was really good.
Even on that note, I would like to see Nivin's like life also, if it has a movie. Like Nivin's was like diva kind of thing, na?
Oh, with Nivin Pauly's, we recently his new film is coming, Malayali from India. So he recently
Malayali from India.
So we recently reacted to the promo and also Malayali from India, Malayali anthem song. You will find both of them on our channel, and we are going to review it also. We are going to. So yes, if you watched it till now, please note that Varshangalkku Shesham is done, Adujivitam is done. In the single day, we also watched Avesham. So we are very excited for Avesham. As we mentioned, we'll do something different take of review in the beginning for you guys. So that is there. And afterwards, Premalu review will also come. So please stay tuned for that. And as again, if you're watching till now, comment the word pen, Pen. So I think we should wrap it up here. Do you have any final remarks that you want to give to the loving people that are watching?
Please make more movies but less plots.
As if he's watching our. Okay.
I really love you, Vidit.
And Nivin Pauly, I like
I
you.
want like, obviously it's wrong, but I want something like Hridayam again.
I'm yet to watch Rhythm. Comment down below if I should watch Rhythm and should I do a movie watch along with you guys.
Yeah.
So yes, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
So what do we say at the end?
For the love of movies, please like, share, subscribe to Filmosophy.
Filmosophy.
See you soon. Bye.
We'll see you soon. Bye.